Hey guys, let's talk about my hair. Okay, so I wanted to change my hair, you know, like quarantine's got me going crazy. So I wanted to do something. I wanted to change my hair. I ordered this hair dye from Sally Beauty Supply. It is the Ion Color Brilliance Brights line. I've used that line before. I have used their red. I used to have bright ass red hair. I'll insert pictures as you guys can see. We can do a little hair history here at the beginning of this video. So yes, I've had bright ass red hair. I've had purple hair. I've had like pinkish purplish hair. I have had bleach blonde hair. I've had black hair, I've had brown hair. I've had, you know, highlights. I've had orange hair mistakenly when I was trying to get the red out of my hair. Definitely orange hair. Ooh, I did have green hair for a period like of 12 hours maybe, because that was another hair accident. So yeah, my hair has been pretty much every color now. I wanted to put pink in my hair, and you know, it doesn't look as actually, the more that I look at it, I feel like it's faded overnight. I know that's not, is that possible? Like, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, backing up, a dye that I use, it's the Ion Color Brilliance Brights line from Sally's, and it's a semi-permanent. Like I said, I've used it before. I used it when I had red and like the fuchsia, magenta, and like purple colors that I've had. So I loved it. So I ordered it online. I ordered the color rose. The box, oh, I wish I still had the box. Maybe I'll put up a picture, and I'll put up a picture of the swatch on the website. Oh, I have one more upstairs, but I don't want to go get it. Okay, so anyway, I opened it up. I looked at the hair dye. It was hot ass pink, like hot ass bubblegum neon frickin' pink. I'm like, okay. I knew it was gonna make my hair pink. You know, it wasn't the pink that I wanted. I was going for a almost like rose gold color, because that's what the frickin' swatch looked like. That's what the box looked like. But yeah, so this is, I'm like totally rambling. Am I even making sense? What am I saying? I don't even know. Is the pink on in my brain? Maybe it has. Yeah, this is what's going on right now. I'm definitely filming another video with my hair this color, so there's gonna be at least 2 videos with me with pink ass hair. Okay. Now that I just rambled on, let's get into my Poshmark Q&A. Oh, by the way, check out this sweatshirt. Hashtag, why is it backwards on my camera? It's hashtag Posh Boss. That's actually a tongue twister, Posh Boss. Posh Boss. Okay, maybe it's not, I just can't talk. This is actually for sale in my closet. I think it is for the time being if you wanna go swoop it up. I'm probably gonna not go any lower than what I have it at right now. I like this sweatshirt. It's like an oversized, like, I don't know, it's just really comfy and cozy, and it says Posh Boss on it. Okay, questions and answers. Here we go. Guys, pink hair, who would have thought? My daughters love it. My youngest, she's 18 months. Wait, what's the date today? She'll be 19 months this month. Don't worry, I stopped counting months after 2. I feel like once they hit 2, then you don't need to count months anymore, you just go by years. But when she first saw my hair, she's just like, literally that was like the look on her face, just like, I'm like, it's still mama, I just got pink hair. But yeah, my other 2 girls love it. Questions and answers, here we go, ho ho ho. Hi Vanessa, love your videos. They're so informative and your upbeat personality is so cool. Thank you. Question, as resellers, are we supposed to pay sales taxes on all our sales or only above a certain amount? Like if a seller sells like $200 in a quarter, do they need to file sales tax? Thank you. Your girls are adorable. God bless you and your family. Oh, thank you. Okay, so sales tax. The buyer actually pays sales tax when they purchase something. Actually, I know there are a few states where you don't have to pay sales tax. I don't know off the top of my head what states those are. So you don't have to worry about sales tax. As far as like income tax, I think that's what you're referring to. It's if you, oh my gosh, I need to stop pointing. I like point in every video. It's very condescending. I'm sorry. If you, what did you say? It's $200. It's, ooh, in a quarter. It's $600 a year. If you make over $600 in a year, then yes, you need to claim the income on your taxes. So maybe, I think that's what you're referring to. Sales tax the buyer pays for, but yes, you do have to pay taxes on your sales if your income is over $600 a year. Hi, I love your videos. I found you very natural and real because real people swear. That's right, real people fucking swear. I have a humble request. can you make a video about brands sought after on Posh? How to find brands that people are looking for? Yes, so I made a video. FedEx is here. He's gonna see me. What am I supposed to get from FedEx? I will do that. That is a very good video request idea. I will put that in my notes. I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll film it. I don't know, not today, guys, not today. I don't think I can have more than 2 videos with my pink hair. I'll film it soon though. Next question. Hi, I just had someone ask me today, April 8th, if their bundle of 3 items is still available at the end of the month, would I take her current offer? Not sure how to answer her. Thanks so very much. Also, if you do decide to do closet reviews, you should for sure charge for your time. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I got a couple comments from you guys saying that yes, I should charge people, and that made me feel better. I don't know why I would feel guilty charging people. I don't know. I guess I just have this thing, like, I see like all these people online. I feel like the latest trend is to like be like a life coach or like a coach on how to like tell people how to do stuff online. I see a lot of people offering like how to do this, how to do that, how to get subscribers on YouTube, how to be famous on Instagram, and it's like I'm not knocking anyone's hustle at all. Like, do you? Seriously, do you? Honestly, like the majority of that shit you can find online for free. You really can, like how to grow followings and stuff. But like these people, you know, you're gonna get like you're gonna know their like personal journey on how they did it, which might not work for you. So yeah, so when people started asking like closet reviews, that's kind of like my mindset too. I'm kind of like, I can tell you what works for me, it might not work for you. Like that's all these videos are about Poshmark. It's shit that works for me. And well, I guess there's like shit that works for other people too. So yeah, it's maybe a little different. I don't know. All right, back to the questions. But that could be a whole other video. I've had people say that to me multiple times, like, hey, I get paid, like it'll be a Monday and they'll be like, hey, I get paid at the end of the week. Will you hold this item for me? And you know, it really depends on the item. If it's an item that I've had for a while and I don't think is gonna sell, then I've never, actually, have I don't think I've ever put something on hold, and by putting something on hold, I mean like marking it as not for sale. I don't think I've ever done that. But I know there have been some instances where somebody has wanted to buy something and, you know, they said, hey, I get paid at the end of the week, and I really trusted them. And then somebody else came along and wanted to buy it, and I ended up, you know, I think they sent me an offer, I ended up not accepting the offer, and then the other person bought it at the end of the week. I have done that before. So I think it's totally your call. Just to be honest with the buyer, I would say, hey, if these items are still available at the end of the month, then yes, I will honor your offer. But if somebody comes along, like, I don't know, I think it'd be kind of silly not to, you know, let somebody else buy it. If somebody else is paying like full price for it because you said that you had sent her an offer, then I would let them do it. So yeah, I would just be upfront with the buyer and just tell them that. All right, next question. Hi, how do I create a bundle if a person has only liked one thing in my closet? Okay, so you go to I need to focus. Stop singing, Vanessa. You guys want me to stop singing? Probably not going to if you want me to, but okay, what are we doing? What was the question? Bundle, one thing. Oh, what's this? All right, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my like. This person recently liked one thing from my closet, so I am going to tap on her name. I'm going to tap on the little shopping bag with her profile picture. Then I'm gonna tap on the 3 dots at the top. I'm gonna tap on switch to sell view. It is going to show all of the items from my closet that she liked. She liked these pair of jeans. So to add it to a bundle, I'm going to tap on the icon in the middle. It's a little shopping bag with a plus sign. And maybe, there we go. And it added it to a bundle. There you go, simple. Last question, I have a question. How is the host pick determined? Like, what is the process of who does the choosing and how? I'm curious to know. Thanks for your great videos too. Thank you for watching, Lisa. Okay, so I actually have a whole video talking about how to host a Poshmark party and like the hosting process and like what you do and stuff like that. But I'll just give you like the general Cliff Notes, if you will. Are Cliff Notes still around? I remember I got in trouble one time in school because I used Cliff Notes. Is it still around? Is this still a thing? Probably not, because you can find anything on the internet. Okay, anyway, focus. What are we talking about? Poshmark chooses who hosts a party. Go on their website, fill out an application, say, hey, I want to host a party, la da 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 da, and they will get back to you if they choose you. So that's how the hosts are chosen. As far as host picks, they are just listings that are chosen by the host. For myself, the way I choose host picks, of course I choose listings from my PFFs, my Posh Friends Forever. Obviously I choose some of their listings. But then I will also make a listing in my closet saying, hey, I'm hosting this party. If you want to be considered for a host pick, you gotta follow me, you have to share 10 of my listings, and then comment on this listing. And then people will do that, and I'll go through people's closets and I will choose items as host pick. I'll make sure that their closets are compliant and the items that I'm choosing fit the theme of the party. But like I said, I have a whole video talking about hosting a party. I will link that below. And that is it. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below. Send me a DM on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code. It is KeepinItRad. You will get a $10 credit, and I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. But yeah, that's it for this video. I can't wait to get the pink out of my hair. Let me know your honest thoughts, okay? Honest thoughts. Like, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad if I maybe had, like if this was blonder or if this was pink, if I had gone like all the way around, but I just did the front. I've never wanted to get rid of a color so fast, other than the time my hair was bright orange and green. I don't like that. Orange, green, and blue. And pink now. But any other color, and black. But any other color. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.